Good evening. I'm Don Hudson. Welcome to the 7. Let's get a look at the big 7 stories right now. A new look at the arrest of the man suspected of trying to assassinate former President Donald Trump. Now,
walk straight back. Yep. You want to go with Keep walking.
What's your name, Austin? Ryan?
body camera video released by the Martin County Sheriff's Office showing Ryan Ruth being taken into custody. This afternoon, new information has been released about the timeline of the encounter. The FBI saying that phone records show that Ruth was near Trump International Golf Course in the area of that tree line for nearly 12 hours before Secret Service agents spotted him. That agent apparently saw a rifle poking out from the trees, while the former president was 1 or 2 holes behind the alleged gunman. 300 to 500 yards away, they say. The Secret Service fired 4 to 6 rounds and the suspect ran. Today, Ruth was in a Palm Beach federal courtroom where he was charged with being a felon in possession of a gun, one that reportedly, by the way, had its serial number destroyed. East Tennessee Congressman Chuck Fleischman spoke with us about this second attempt on the former president's life, and he says he's been calling for more protection of the former president.
This is serious. It's intolerable, and we have got to stop this in this country. We are far better than this as a nation, as a people, and I condemn all types of political violence. I always have, but the Secret Service needs to do its job.
Now, Senator Marsha Blackburn, of course, U.S. Senator from here in Tennessee, posting on social media this morning saying that she's sending a letter to the Secret Service and demanding former President Trump get the same protection as President Biden. Senator Blackburn writing, and we're going to quote here, he has had 2 failed assassination attempts in the last 2 months. This is completely unacceptable. Now, President Biden also speaking about the shooting attempt today as well.
No place in political violence in America. None. Zero. Never.
Now, just in the last half hour or so, we learned that President Biden spoke with former President Trump, and according to the deputy press secretary, Biden, quote, conveyed his relief that he is safe. Now, ABC is reporting that investigators are looking into whether Ruth had any frustrations with Trump or on his positions on things like Ukraine. On social media, Trump blaming President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris, saying that would-be shooter is acting on their rhetoric. All right, more information just out on our next Big 7 story here. We just found out that one person has been arrested on animal cruelty charges, 55 counts, by the way, in an animal hoarding case. Now, the effort to help those 63 dogs apparently started this past Friday when Animal Control visited a house on Argonia Lane in Dandridge. We're finding out now that the home was a site of a Life to Go to Rescue, a nonprofit that cares for and boards animals. This morning, deputies returned with another rescue group, Companion Animal Rescue and Education, or CARE for short, to take possession of those dogs. The Sheriff's Office says the operator, Paula White, faces 55 counts of aggravated animal cruelty. White is in custody at the Jefferson County Detention Center right now. That other rescue group, CARE, sent us these pictures and video. CARE's director telling 6 News it is a small shelter that is already working at overcapacity, so it really does not have the space or the money to take care of all these animals. We're going to hear from her about their needs and how you can help out tonight at 11. McMinn County Sheriff's deputies catch up to a 3rd suspect in a home invasion investigation, but tonight they're still on the lookout for suspect number 4. Sheriff Joe Guy sharing this picture. It shows John Bumper Barnes in custody after turning himself in last night. Barnes is charged with aggravated burglary. Deputies have been trying to track him down since Thursday. The Sheriff's Office saying Barnes was one of 4 suspects from a break-in. A woman told deputies 3 of the men kicked in her door, demanded she hand over her jewelry, but the victim was able to get her gun, prompting the suspects to take off running. 2 other suspects were arrested soon after the incident. All right, tonight, deputies are still looking, though, for that one other suspect, Benjamin Crofts. So anyone who sees him, and that's his photo right there, should immediately dial 911. A Knoxville family continues to look for justice 17 years after their loved one was killed. On September 15, 2007, Knoxville investigators responded to a body found in a secluded area near Hoyt Avenue and Moon Street. The partially burned body, later identified as 24-year-old Jennifer Leanne Law. Knoxville police say she had bruises on her face consistent with some type of struggle. Her cause of death was strangulation. Her body burned after she was dead. Scott Erlin with the Knoxville Police Department saying evidence connected to the case was recently sent off to be re-examined through the TBI. Law's daughter, Sierra, was just 10 years of age when her mother died. 17 years later, she continues to fight to find her mother's killer.
I'm a mother myself, and I just know a lot of the things that she has missed out on, things that she hasn't been there for us for. Hasn't been able to teach us, and we've had to learn from other people. She ran with a lot of people, and I'm just asking you, even if you've already called or you haven't, just please say something. Please call.
Sierra says today is actually her mother's birthday. She would have been 42 years of age. If you happen to have any information on this case, you are urged to contact the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. The number's there on the bottom of the screen, 865-215-7165. All right, at least one person is dead after a vehicle crashes into a pole in the Powell area. The Knox County Sheriff's Office confirming it responded to the fatal crash right here on Collier Road in Powell. The initial response this morning around 10:30, the calls that were coming in were saying that a car had crashed into a utility pole. At last update, the Sheriff's Office Reconstruction Unit was still investigating the scene. We will update this developing story if we find out who was involved or get more details. We'll get them on later tonight at 11 or on WATE.com. You know, people living in Sevier County are no strangers to traffic, which is why Sevier County is seeking the public's input on road safety. After the county was awarded a Safe Streets and Roads grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation, the county began working on a safety action plan. The goal here is to eliminate fatal and serious injury crashes across Sevierville, the Pigeon Forge area, Gatlinburg, Pittman Center. As the county puts this plan together, officials are asking the public to help them identify safety concerns while driving, walking, or biking.
It's good to hear. I mean, I have to drive here every single day, so I come down the parkway. If we go out to lunch and stuff like that, we're all over the roads all the time. So it's nice to know that they would like to seek the public's help. While a lot of the traffic is tourist traffic, we're the ones that have to deal with it every day, all year round. So it's nice that they're asking us for input.
To provide your input, you can fill out the survey at SevierCountySafeStreets.com. The county, by the way, is asking for specific locations of near misses or crashes that have occurred. You may have noticed the lack of rain in East Tennessee over the last few weeks, the drought affecting farmers across the region as they work to protect their crops. Now, it takes weeks of dry conditions to actually create a drought, and then multiple rounds of gradual rain is needed to bring conditions back to normal. Last year was the second driest fall on record in Knoxville, but we're already seeing some areas in severe drought right now ahead of October, which is usually the driest month. Ernest Meadows is a fruit farmer in Anderson County, grows apples, peaches, pears, berries. The risk of fire is his biggest concern in a drought, but he says the conditions, in his opinion, point to a much bigger issue.
Climate change has affected the fruit crop every year because every year the winters get slightly warmer. And what it does, it causes the fruit to bloom earlier and earlier every year, and usually it gets killed by frost because it blooms too early. We're getting into a critical situation where we won't be able to feed the people in this country, much less the rest of the world, if we don't stop and do something about this.
Yeah, much of East Tennessee is in a moderate drought right now, but there are some areas that are even more severe.